Let's see if it's even going to work. It's been weird today. It's going to work. Good. All right, here's the first thing we got to check. I'm going to zoom in on this ruler right now. See my ruler? See the 1, 2, 3, 4 across the top? See all those little numbers across the bottom, and there's a whole bunch of them? That's metric. Don't use that. Make sure you got the inches on top. It even tells you on the end, inch, right there, says the word inch. Okay? Make sure everybody's on that, because if you measure over just four little meters there, millimeters, it's not going, centimeters, it's not going to work. So make sure that the inch part is up, meaning away from you, at the top. Okay? That's the first thing. Do you measure it by putting the edge of the ruler on the edge of the paper? No, you put that first hash mark, which is right there. Hopefully that shows up. Yeah, you can see it. That first hash mark right here needs to line up with the edge of your paper. That's where you measure from, not out here, over here. Then we're going to move over and we're going to find 4.5 inches, which is, there's the 4, there's the 5, halfway between is a longer line. I put a little arrow on it so you can see it. That's 4.5. Just make a little mark. You don't need a big dot like I have on the board. That dot was just so you could clearly see on the board. You just need a little measurement mark. What's my next measurement?
9.
Okay, so same thing. Right above that line that's to the right of the 9, that long line, put a little dot, that's 9. Then we hop over to what? 13.5 over here. Again, it's halfway between 13 and 14. It's the longest line between the two, this line here. Put a little bitty dot. Okay, so now when I finish, I got a dot, a dot, a dot. Okay, 4.5, 9, 13.5. Then, here's what's really important, because somebody's going to goof this up otherwise. I'm going to bring this up as far as I can to try to film this. So my paper's in front of me like this, long ways going this way. Here's where a lot of people make a mistake, not just students, but sometimes even adults. I had you measure that, the inches are at the top, and then they do this. Don't do this, whatever you do, don't do this. Don't pick your ruler up and go, oh, well, I need the inches, but I need them on the bottom now, so I'm going to turn it around like that. And I'm going to go ahead and do my measurements from this side over here and go that way. It will throw everything off. Don't do that. So here's what you do. Your ruler's sitting there like that. You made it 4.5, 9, 13.5. Just take your ruler, pick it up, and move it straight down. Don't turn it around. Just move it straight down. Okay, again, we're going to line that hash mark at the edge up with the edge of our paper. And now we kind of know the routine, so we're going to go at 4.5. We're going to go at 9. And we're going to go at 13.5. So now I got 1, 2, 3 dots across the bottom. That's good. Sweet. That's what we want. Now we have to go the other way here in a second. So to go the other way, now we turn our ruler this way. Okay, so it's vertical. And we line up that little hash mark right here at the top of our page. So this top edge of my page right here, whoops, let me move this down. This top edge of my page right here lines up with that first hash mark. And I'm right on the edge of my paper, okay? So now I go down to the 4-inch mark and make a little mark, and then I jump clear down here to the 8-inch mark and make a little mark. That's all I need on the side. And then I just take my ruler and move it straight over. I don't turn it around like this. I just move it straight over to this edge. Line up the top with the hash mark. And it's very important that you're accurate on this. Close enough isn't. You need to be right on. So now I come over here and make a little mark at 4 and a little mark at 8. Now this shouldn't confuse us too bad because our marks are quite far apart. And you agree they're not like right next to each other. They're fairly far apart. And that's a good thing. So what we'll do first is our 2 horizontal lines. Hopefully everybody had their paper in front of them horizontally to start with, so that when you go to do this and you lay your ruler on there, we're going at that first 4-inch mark on the edge here. And we line the other end of the ruler up with the other 4-inch mark on the other end. So when I look at it, I'm going to zoom this in so you can see what it looks like. See where my mark is? See where the ruler is? The ruler is basically touching the bottom of that dot. And it's doing the same thing on the other end of my paper. Okay, clear down here. That one is right above and it's touching the ruler. It's not way below it. It's not above it. It's just touching the bottom edge. Okay? So then when I come back up and I've got this all the way out, now I think most of you are probably figuring out what we're doing. Don't draw this line too dark because if you messed it up, you'll have to erase it. So I got the two lines 4 inches down from the top, and I'm just going to bring a line all the way across. Notice where my hand is. Are my fingers sticking out above it? No, because I don't want to get little bumps where my fingers were. Okay? Then I move it straight down to the next two dots. I do the same thing. I line it up with the very bottom edge of my little dot is on the ruler. I'll put my hand actually more in the center this time because it's easier to hold this down so it doesn't go anywhere. Then I got my graphite point right against the ruler. I'm pushing against the ruler as I pull it all the way across. And now I got my second line. So when I'm doing this, I have my pencil up like this. Don't go like this, because if you do it this way, where's your pencil going to go? It's going to slide underneath your ruler. Okay, and you're going to get a weird line. So now your paper should have one going all the way across, another one going all the way across. Man, that's kind of hard to see. Do you guys see that up there? Like I say, we had to do it kind of light because if anybody messes up, I want to be able to erase it. Okay, now we're going to go to our first dot that's going across this way. We got these dots across the top. The first one's at 4.5. Line it up with 4.5 at the bottom. Then I'm going to bring my line down. Got that one. I drew that one a little darker so it's easier for you to see. Do the next one at 9. The last one's at 13.5. Now, with that said, I'm going to come back here on my ones that were horizontal because I just plain cannot see them up there on the board. I'm just going to darken that just so we can see it. Hopefully yours aren't too dark in case we have to change something. All right. So now your paper should be divided into 12 sections. And that's what we need. And those should be even, all of these. If one of them is not even, you did it wrong. Okay? Now, they should be 1/2 inch wider than they are tall, because it's 4 inches from here to here, 4.5 from here to here. Okay? So if you got a perfect square, oh, you better remeasure, okay, because you don't have it right. Okay, 4.5 inches long, 4 inches tall. 4 inches tall, 4.5. 4 inches tall, 4.5. Yeah, that's how that should look. Inside each one of these is you draw a snapshot, like a photograph, of the things you enjoy. Where do you find your reference for this?
In your mind.
Where do you find your reference for this? Where? Okay. Get on your Chromebook and look up the pictures. Do not type in clip art and put that on there. That's not what we're looking for. Find pictures that are similar, like photos that are similar to what you have. And you can use more than one photo, but put it together to tell a story in each one of these. Okay, now this is going to take some time. I don't even know if you'll get one done today. You might get one done today. Tomorrow, you might get 2 or 3 done. Wednesday, you don't have this because Mr. Clark's going to teach it. On Thursday and Friday, then I want you working on these, and I will be back the following Monday, a week from today. I'll be here tomorrow, though. And I can help you with whatever you need when I get back. But I need you quietly working on this all week and fully developing each one of these out. If all I got is 1 or 2 little pictures in there, that's not what we're talking about. I have this on Canvas. It's re-explained on there in detail. They're step by step. measurement, everything is on your canvas in case you forget. Okay, so there's really no excuse when I come back and say, well, I didn't know, I didn't see, I don't remember. Well, it's all on canvas, okay? So remember that. Okay, enough said. Now is your part where you start to do your research.